What's up, everybody? D back with another reaction video with D Reacts Movies and Shows. Today we're going to be checking out Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone, a 2001 release. Going to be watching it with my mom here. We're not Potterheads or anything, but I enjoy the series, but she's never seen them. So there's going to be a little bit of I don't know how I'd say, like a holding of hands while watching the movie, because this kind of content pretty much was considered taboo when you were young. I mean, I think the closest to something like this was in 1967. They had the series called Bewitched. So it was probably about one of the first real mainstream witchcraft, that was introduced to the mainstream TV, I should say.
In the 60s, yeah.
But now basically movies with this type of theme are pretty much mainstream and are enjoyed by many viewers now. And it's no longer taboo. So I'm going to go ahead and see her reaction to this movie. So let's check it out.
Professor McGonagall?
Not exactly incognito.
No.
Hagrid.
Sad.
Really
Goodbye, after all.
Now!
They had him locked in.
Huh?
They locked him in. You notice that she had him locked in there. He lives under the stairs.
Oh, why did they lock him in?
You'll see.
That's mean.
Yeah, they make him sleep under the stairs.
Oh.
That's his room.
Move! He's asleep! He's boring.
Dang, he's a brat.
Oh, God. Wow.
It's just, I've never talked to a snake before.
Mommy! Dad, come here! You won't believe what this snake is doing!
Yeah. What a brat.
What a little bastard. That's where he belongs, in a snake tank. That snake was less snake than he was, or he is, I should say. So you see how they got right in the beginning, they're introducing you to the character, okay? And they're basically making you have compassion for the character. So this real, I always notice this with this series or whatever. This is where they make you basically fall in love with the characters, and they do it with each and every one of them. But they start off with Harry Potter showing you what the trials and tribulations of his life were and are currently.
And then they show the brat.
And then, yeah, well, that's part of it though. That family is just, horrific.
Totally
and that's what
dysfunctional.
The professor was worried about when she was talking to Dumbledore about leaving him there, because they already have a reputation for being this way. So they show you this stuff so you can see how the character, develops later, but why he comes from such humble beginnings and everything that he had to do, and he still maintains his character. Whereas the family he's with, they have no character, no ethics. They're just horrific.
Well, why did they leave him with that family? Did they know?
Because they're blood relatives.
Oh, related. Okay. Better hurry up.
And now he's getting his first little, tidbit of help.
What is that?
Hogwarts.
Oh.
See, those are all the delivery. That's the magic mail delivery service. So they've been trying to send him the letter.
But he doesn't get it. They're
He never gets it, but they know this, so they keep attempting.
Oh.
See, he even tries to stop it from altogether, see? He's sealing up the mail slot.
Lord. They're all delivering the mail to him.
Yeah.
They're so mean.
He's sick.
Gosh.
He takes delight in denying him,
I know. But the owls don't give up.
because of their shortcomings.
Oh my gosh.
We're going away! Far away! Daddy's gone mad, hasn't he?
It's like he
Or
puts him out in the middle of an island somewhere.
Lighthouse.
Yeah. So he'd rather live in squalor in that dangerous place than to give him the opportunities of a better life because he's so evil.
Yeah.
See, look, even on his birthday, that's his birthday.
Oh. Oh.
I'm a what?
A wizard. And a thumping good one, I'd wager. Once you trade up a little.
They knew it, huh?
You've made a mistake. I mean,
Because the family, his parents were
Wizard.
wizards,
Oh,
I mean, I'm
but they knew that he was a wizard.
Harry.
or possibly could be.
Harry.
Just Harry. Did you ever make anything happen? Anything you couldn't explain when you were angry or scared?
Like the glass disappearing, and the snake talking to the snake,
Oh, talking to the snake, yeah.
and the glass disappearing, the boy falling in, and then the glass reappearing.
Okay, so that's his power. He didn't even know he had.
Yeah, he just did it, intuitively.
That you have been accepted at Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry.
You will not be going, I tell you.
See, they knew the whole time, and that's the reason why they treated him basically like Cinderella, made him do all the chores, live under the stairs, didn't give him good clothing, took care of the other son well, and, really well,
Like a
but
rat.
treated him really bad because they already knew his parents, from the background, they already knew his parents were wizards. So, they obviously knew that the son could possibly be at the least be, like what they call a squib, which is somebody who's either comes from parents who are wizards who don't have much power, or they're like have a weak amount of magic power, or don't have any, or, because they can't suppress it or they get sick basically. So if you have the power, it comes out and you'll know that you have that power. Like he's already seeing at his young age, but they denied him all that because most humans, don't know about it. And the ones that do, to them, it's a taboo subject and they fear it. So they get ostracized and they're trying to do it to even their own family member. And that's why they treated him so bad all this time because of their shortcomings and, basically envious of his abilities that he may be, this great wizard one day. And they're just this mediocre, just ugly family,
So they don't want him to have that power. They don't
No.
want to.
They're just being envious.
And Father was so proud the day she got her letter. We have
see.
a witch in the family. Isn't it wonderful?
His
I
hair,
was the only
his
one to see her for
sister.
what she was.
That's his aunt.
Oh,
Freak.
so the sister
Till
was
she
his
met
mom.
See, she's envious because she doesn't have
had you when
power.
Unless you'd rather stay, of course.
No way.
Get out.
Yeah.
Can we find all this in London?
If you know where to go.
School supplies. But special school supplies.
Right. This is school just for wizards.
Huh?
School just for wizards.
Yeah. But they have to get a school supply list together.
Clever as they come, goblins, but not the most friendly of beasts. Best stay close.
Goblins keep all the money.
Mr. Harry Potter wishes to make a withdrawal.
And I think that's the same actor who played Mini-Me.
That actor?
Yeah. I don't know his name.
Wow.
See, so all this time, he had all this family fortune and didn't even know
Dad will leave you with nothing now, did you?
they had him living that way,
Yeah.
Best not to mention this to anyone, Harry.
What is that?
Yeah, Hagrid is...
What is it?
Hagrid, the giant, he's an interesting character because everything he does is always followed by a best not to mention this. Like he's always doing something that, he's not supposed to be doing. But he's like basically like, leading you on the whole time. You don't know if it's something he really is supposed to be seeing or not because it's like he's standing right there. So it's like, if you didn't want him to know about it, you would tell him to wait out of the way somewhere where he wouldn't even see what was happening, But also to this area they're in now, I don't know for sure if it's like a spell that's cast upon that area to keep everybody from seeing it, the muggles, as they say, from seeing it, or if it's like really like another dimension that they go through and then this is where they're at. But it could be, since it's a magical thing, I'm guessing, I'm assuming that there's a spell that basically takes away everyone's vision of that realm there. So they can't see this other neighborhood that's really there in London, but only the people who have access, or the only people that have access to it are wizards, not the muggles or the humans. So if you know anything about that, all you Potterheads out there, correct me on that if it's a spell that's been cast upon that area or if it's another dimension. Let me know in the comments.
Why don't you run along there and wait? I just got one more thing I got to do. Won't be long.
Since 382 BC.
Wow.
That was a long time ago.
It's all new to him.
Hello.
Give it a wave.
Oh,
Apparently not.
he has to learn how to use it.
Just trying to find him the right one.
No, definitely not.
All right, it's too powerful.
It's like a calibration thing, you know. You have to find one that's fitting for his abilities or whatever.
Because of his age?
Just because of his power level.
Oh, power level.
So the wand is like a conduit. So he's trying to find him one that's gauged correctly for his ability. See?
The wand chooses the wizard, Mr. Potter. It's not always clear why. I think it is clear that we can expect great things from you.
He's another famous actor. He's a really good actor too.
Harry.
I've seen him in all kinds of movies.
Happy birthday!
That would be the coolest thing.
Yeah.
Being able to have your own owl, you know.
Parents didn't.
All right. Voldemort.
Voldemort.
So he's always telling him stuff he's not supposed to know.
Yeah.
Sorry. Nobody. Not one. Except you.
Why they saved him?
No, he couldn't.
Voldemort
He wasn't able to. See, and now it's revealed
What are you looking at?
who he is and what he's famous for, you know.
That's why they didn't kill him.
No, he couldn't. He wasn't able to.
gonna have to leave you.
But the parents had powers.
They died, yeah.
10 minutes.
They had powers, though.
Here's your ticket.
Yeah.
9 3/4. Think you're being funny, do ya?
Same every year, packed with muggles, of course. Come on, platform 9 3/4 this way.
It's like a leap of faith.
Yeah. Hogwarts. There it is. 9 3/4.
Not at all.
See, those were all, that whole family, they're all
By the way.
redheads.
From Weasley.
They're all
From
family.
Harry Potter.
So is it true? I mean, do you really have the scar? Oh. Wicked. No thanks. I'm all set.
They're just poor. They're poor.
Oh.
We'll take the lot. Whoa.
See, so even though he was with that crazy, horrible family of his before this, and they treated him, you know, that way or whatever, he still learned on his own how to be, you know, a good person, basically.
Yeah, good character and good person.
So
yeah.
he basically when he looked at him, it looks like he saw himself, you know, in that situation. He had his little, you know, prepared bag sandwich, whatever that thing was.
That's why he said, I'm poor. That's
And
what he said.
No, he said, I'm all set.
Oh, okay.
Because he you know, he doesn't have any extra money to spend on that type of stuff. So, you know, he's like, you know.
But they're going to the same school. They have powers. How come he's got money and the other little boy doesn't?
Well, they have a bigger family. That was his whole family.
Oh.
Sister, two other brothers. So they have this big, huge family. And Harry Potter's family were like really powerful wizards. So they were successful as far as, you know, and they only had one kid. So.
But they know him. They knew him.
Well, everybody does, yeah.
Liver and tripe.
Ugh.
George sweared he got
Those
a
are the
bogey
flavors.
flavoured one once. Begin with.
See, he got Dumbledore.
I've got Dumbledore.
Ah.
I got about 6 of him. Let's see then. Sunshine, daisies, buttermellow. Turn this stupid fat rat yellow.
Oh.
Oculus Reparo.
She fixed his glasses with a spell.
Oh.
I expect we'll be arriving soon.
She's so cute back then.
Whoa!
Right then, this way to the boats. Come on now. Follow me.
He's taking him to the school.
Yeah. I just don't understand how you would take all that in from going from what he was at before to then all of a sudden just being in shock with your new life.
Yeah. That means that all these kids have the same power.
No, they're all different levels of power, but they're all wizards.
Wizards.
Or trying to be.
In a few moments, the sorting ceremony will begin momentarily.
See, they get to choose what they want. So either an owl.
Saying on the train.
He chose a toad.
Harry Potter.
Can I need to ask you yours? Red hair and a hand-me-down robe. You must be a Weasley.
A Weasley, see?
Oh.
Weasley.
Soon find out that.
It's just bewitched to look like the night sky. I read about it in Hogwarts, a history.
She's a Miss Know-It-All.
Yeah. Smarty.
And you will be sorted into your houses. Hermione Granger?
This is where they break them up into groups or houses where they compete throughout the year.
Gryffindor!
Another Weasley. I know just what to do with you. Gryffindor!
Everybody whispering.
Yeah.
Gryffindor!
Oh. Even he's happy for him. Yeah.
Let the feast begin.
Wow. Mike, I wish I could do that. Dinner on the table. Wow. A feast. What are those?
Ghosts.
What are those?
Ghosts.
Oh.
Like this.
See how they move? They constantly move.
Oh, the stairs?
Yeah, they just kind of.
To not pay attention.
But he's taking notes.
Yeah,
He just doesn't know.
makes sense. That's cool. UPS.
Yeah, the owls always steal the show.
When the smoke turns red, it means you've forgotten something. The only problem is, I can't remember what I've forgotten.
Had in fact been emptied earlier that very same day. That's odd. That's the vault Hagrid and I went to.
So they're bad, the goblins.
No, somebody tried to steal what was in there. But Hagrid, the giant, already took it.
Hey, up.
Shut up, Harry.
Now, once you've got hold of it.
Everyone out of the way.
That's what Madam Hoop said. Besides, you don't even know how to fly. What an idiot.
Yep. Oh.
See, he's never even. This is the first time he attended that class. He's never had any training in that stuff. Whereas Malfoy obviously has. His parents probably prepped him, whatever, because his family's all wizards. But he's able to pick all that stuff up on his own because he's got the natural talent. Like the hat said, the sorting hat said that there was a lot of talent. That's what he meant by that, because it was already just in him. He doesn't have to be taught everything. He already has that ability inside.
And he feels it too.
Yeah, so you could see, everybody's like, wow, he doesn't even know how to fly. And he's taken off. He was able to grab the broom right away. Whereas the know-it-all, Miss Hermione, she couldn't even, even though she knows everything, she knows her spells, her ability isn't as good, as strong, because, or as much as more of a talent. It's more of a learning that she's learned it. So she wasn't able to pick up on it as quickly. So yeah, she saw him catch the thing. Remember all.
Yeah.
Have you heard Harry Potter's the new Gryffindor Seeker? I always knew he'd do well.
That's a good thing, huh? That's a good thing.
Yeah.
It's Filch's cat.
Ron.
What kind of cat?
It's the caretaker's cat.
Oh. Supposed to be there?
No.
It's locked.
That was the one place they told him not to go.
Oh, yeah.
Before either of you come up with another clever idea to get us killed, or worse, expelled.
She needs to sort out her priorities.
You're going to take someone's eye out. Besides, you're saying it wrong. It's Leviosa. Not Leviosa.
You do it then if you're so clever.
Leviosa.
Wingardium Leviosa. Wingardium Leviosa. Wingardium Leviosa.
Well done, dear.
I think we're going to need another feather over here, Professor.
Org, huh?
Huh?
It's an org.
A troll.
A what?
A troll.
Oh, it's... Whoa. Oh, God. Cool. Oh.
Fell right on that.
I know. I would just feel it.
But you see how there's like a theme going now, where they see how they it's almost like destiny, that they were meant to be together as a group because of their abilities. They help each other along the way to make whatever it is that needs to happen occur, or I should say to bring it to an end or whatever. Because like this, for instance, at the class, she was teaching him how to say it correctly.
Mm-hmm.
He made fun of her. She got upset, but ended up going to the bathroom where the troll would eventually be. And then since they made her feel bad, or they felt bad about, making fun of her, they went to go let her know, because they knew that she was unaware of the troll being there.
Mm-hmm.
So they all ended up being there and basically saving her and taking out the troll, which is like for kids that are first year students, first year wizards. It's amazing, right? So, but they all had to be together in order for that to happen, because she had to teach Weasley the correct way to say it, or he wouldn't have been able to do the levitation spell to take away the club from the troll.
Which Leviosa.
And Harry has the courage, like the Sorting Hat was saying, he has the courage to try to intervene to save Hermione. And she ended up reminding him, how to use the wand, because
and he was
Weasley
making
still,
fun of it.
yeah, well, and Weasley still didn't have he still kind of didn't know how to use the wand.
Yeah.
Remember, he tried to turn his rat yellow and couldn't do it.
Mm-hmm.
But she helped him with that in that moment, and they were able to come together with all their abilities and then take him out. So basically, like them being put into the same house by the Sorting Hat, the Gryffindor house, and her abilities, even though she may not be as strong as a wizard as Harry, and same with Weasley, she is a very studious wizard. She knows all of her
Very
spells.
knowledgeable.
Yeah. So, and Harry knows nothing, but he has the natural talent. And then Weasley, he's just learning as well. And his, you know, his whole character is, you know, you'll find out later. I don't want to ruin anything now because it comes out later. But just something interesting is how they were all placed together like that, like
Purposely,
destiny.
huh?
It was an extremely foolish thing to do. I would have expected more rational behaviour on your part, and I'm very disappointed in you.
What did he cover?
5 points will be taken
Cut.
from Gryffindor. Will be awarded to each of you.
See, so she took away 5, but then she gave them 10, so
For
now they're back to
sheer
5.
dumb
So.
luck.
Dumb luck.
It's a broomstick. That's not just a broomstick, Harry. It's an Nimbus 2000.
See, it's the fastest one.
Yeah.
She bought it for him. Because they want him to do good, and that's her. She's the one in charge of the house, so all the professors go against each other, basically. You know, they're competing too.
But they all know that Harry Potter.
So the guy with the dark hair, Snape, he's Slytherin. That's why he said good luck, even though you're going against my house, you know.
Take that side!
Very competitive, huh?
See, they don't have a keeper anymore, so they just keep scoring because there's no keeper to take.
It's Snape. He's jinxing the broom.
Jinxing the broom? What do we do?
The guy's doing something, putting a spell on the broom.
She saw his mouth moving.
Oh.
He's got the snitch! Harry Potter receives 150 points for catching the snitch.
Gryffindor wins! Got it in his mouth.
Why was he trying to get past that three-headed dog on Halloween?
Who told you about Fluffy?
Fluffy.
The name of the dog.
A name?
Well, of course he's got a name. You shouldn't have said that. No more questions. Don't ask any more questions. That's top secret, that is. And Nicholas Flamel.
Nicholas Flamel.
I shouldn't have said that. I should not have said that.
Something.
I shouldn't have said that.
Nicholas Flamel. Who's Nicholas Flamel?
He's got a big heart, but he's got a big mouth.
Yeah. Everything sips out of his mouth.
They're just so used to the ghost already, they don't even look at him when they go by.
I know.
See, he doesn't have family, so he stays there.
Bad influence on her.
But he has family.
But they're gone, so.
Looks like you got one too. I've got presents.
He's never had presents before.
Yeah, that's nice. Remember that kid had 36? He wanted more.
There they are. It is time it was returned to you. Use it well. Well, let's see them. Put it on.
Oh.
Whoa! My body's gone. I know what that is. That's an invisibility cloak. I'm invisible.
Talk about a cool gift, huh?
Yeah.
You can't hide.
Keep in mind, this is the kids' school, okay?
The cat could have pulled it up. Oh, this is his parents. Oh.
Dad.
Oh. Does he feel them? Yes? Does he feel them?
No, he's just seeing the reflection, you know. He's looking to see if they're there, but they're not there. It's only in the mirror.
Let me give you a clue. The happiest man on earth would look into the mirror and see only himself, exactly as he is. Remember this, Harry? This mirror gives us neither or truth. Men have wasted away in front of it. It does not do to dwell on dreams, Harry, and forget to live.
So it says you see what you want to see.
That's a Norwegian ridgeback. My brother Charlie works with these in Romania.
Isn't he beautiful? Ooh! Ooh! Well,
You will join your classmates in detention.
So they lost all the points that they won in the game.
Yeah.
150.
Wow. Each.
Well, 50 each. 150 total.
Oh, wow.
Oh, good God, man, you're not still on about that bloody dragon, are you?
He's crying.
Oh.
They took away his dragon.
He's only a baby after all.
Oh, for God's sake, pull yourself together, man. You're going into the forest after all. Got to have your wits about, yeah.
The forest? I thought that was...
right. Let's go.
See, that's their punishment.
Where did he take him?
To the dark forest,
Oh.
where they were told never to go, but that's their punishment, so. For detention, though, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Detention's usually boring, you know. That's my idea of detention.
Just so you know, he's a bloody coward.
Wait till my father hears about this.
Yeah, he's a coward.
Yeah.
Potter.
Potter's the only one that has, you know, he's not scared or anything, you know.
Come on, Frank.
Is that Dumbledore's dog?
No, that's Hagrid's dog.
Choose such a life.
Can you think of no one?
Do you mean to say that thing that killed the unicorn, that was drinking its blood, that was Voldemort?
See, that's the first time they introduce you to Voldemort, which is the wizard, the evil wizard, the dark wizard who slayed his parents. And he has to, like he was saying, he's drinking that blood from the unicorn. But once you drink that blood, then you only get a half-life. So you have to keep drinking the blood to stay alive. So
Yeah, is his head true, or is he just trying to trick him?
no, that's what that thing was. That's Voldemort. They didn't show its face or anything, but that's the first introduction you get to the evil character, the evil wizard that slayed his parents.
Oh, that's right.
The one they say that they don't speak his name, the one that went too far by killing a wizard, killing two wizards, and by, you know, killing unicorns, which is the most
But
precious.
he wouldn't have been able
purest.
to kill Harry.
Well, that's why he felt the scar on his head burning.
Oh, okay.
Because
Because the
every
guy
time he
was
feels
trying
that,
to.
you know, yeah. So he's this creature right here is a centaur, and it's trying to explain to him whatever's going on. But that's the first introduction we get to that character, if I remember right.
Up to something.
Neville, I'm really, really sorry about this. Petrificus totalis. You're a little scary sometimes.
You know that.
Brilliant.
It's scary.
See, that harp is under a spell, so it's put the dogs to sleep. So somebody's already been there.
He's snoring.
Three-headed dog.
The harp. It stopped playing. Yuck! Ugh. It'll only kill you faster.
Kill us faster? Oh, now I can relax.
What is that?
I don't know. Sounds like wings.
See, once again, they couldn't have done any of that without her, because she had the knowledge of herbology and how to cast the spell. So
What's it called? Herbology?
Herbology.
Herbology.
Yeah.
Plants, right?
Yeah.
Catch the key!
Wow.
I'll be a knight.
See, without him, they wouldn't be able to play the game that well. He's
They
a good.
doing what?
Without him, they wouldn't have been able to play this game so well. Because he knows how to play wizard's chess really well. Or at least that's what they showed us.
Ron.
They're moving that with his mind?
Yeah, first it's moved by itself, and then they move it by being on the pieces. See, this game they're playing for keeps.
Yeah.
It's not your regular chess game.
Are they allowed to be here though? Or they just going to everywhere they're not supposed to be?
You understand,
Yeah.
right, Harry?
Checkmate.
Next to him, who would suspect? Poor, stuttering Professor Quirrell.
Snape.
Even with Snape muttering his little counter curse.
Snape was trying to save me.
I knew you were a danger to me right from the off.
Harry Potter, we meet again.
Voldemort.
Yes.
He's trying to trick him.
Yeah. Snape told me.
That's it, Harry. There is no good and evil. There is only power. And those too weak to seek it.
What does he have in his hands? What is he holding?
Give me the
Stone.
What is this magic? Fool, get the stone!
He doesn't realize he has that magic.
So he doesn't have a body now, so he can't grab the stone.
I thought the stone was saving him.
No, that was just him. He's this power.
Naturally, the whole school knows. She sacrificed herself for you. And that kind of act leaves a mark. No. This kind of mark cannot be seen. It lives in your very skin.
What is it?
Love, Harry. Love. Alas. Earwax.
All right there, Ron.
All right.
You? All right. Hermione?
Never better.
To Mr. Ronald Weasley, for the best played game of chess that Hogwarts has seen these many years, 50 points. I award Gryffindor House 60 points. 10 points to Neville Longbottom.
Remember, he was like, I'll fight you.
Yeah.
Gryffindor wins the House Cup.
Yes.
Come on now. Hurry up. You'll be late.
See, that was a whole school year.
Train's leaving.
He did what?
The movie was a whole school year.
Oh.
Thanks, Hagrid.
Go on, I'm with you. I'm with you now.
All right, well, there you go. That's the 2001 release of Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. After all these years, it's been a long time. I've seen it a few times since the release, but not in recent years. It still holds up.
Yeah.
Still a very, fun-filled, mystical, interesting movie. It has a good ending, happy ending, and a good group of characters that that really grow on you throughout the movie. Once they develop them, they're really like they were meant to be together always. And the cast of the movie is excellent. Even at a young age, they did such a great job. It still amazes me today to watch them when they were so young. Now that they're all grown up, they were so little. They did such a great job, and the
good acting.
Yeah, and then the teachers, the professors, especially like Snape, he was so dramatic. He was just such a good character. That's probably one of my favorite characters besides the actual three. But what did you think about the movies? You've never seen it. I've seen it many times.
Good versus evil. I thought, loved the characters, real good. Like you said, as young as they are, great actors. They were awesome job. Really good movie. Very good. And I like the animals.
Yeah, to me the owls always stole the show every time they showed up in a scene.
They signify something, don't they?
They steal the show.
The owls.
Wisdom, but they're the mail carriers, and then they get to pick whatever it is. I guess maybe a totem that they called it. Yeah. What's his name? Ron Weasley had a rat. Hermione had a toad, and
the little boy did.
Well, yeah, but so did Hermione. She had a toad. They never showed her toad, but she was looking for it though. Remember the whole time. And then since Harry had money, he was able to buy, or they bought him the owl, because he had the money, which is the most expensive one, the coolest, I guess you could say.
But those animals symbolize something. And then the cat was the teacher, right?
Well, she could transform.
Yeah,
she could transform. So she used that ability all the time to spy on her students.
And the dogs were bad, right? They belonged to Dumbledore. The dogs.
No, they were.
Three-headed dog.
That was Hagrid's dog, Fluffy. He won it in a or I don't know if he won it or bought it, but he got it from an Irishman. He said in the pub. So Hagrid was always kind of like he was the one that was able to get anything and everything. He was always in like dark places, and he always knew kind of like information that other people didn't know. But he had a hard time of keeping it from people though.
Yeah, it was really good.
It's kind of sad though. He recently passed away too. The actor.
Oh really?
He passed away recently. So he was a great actor too. That's his part. I don't think anybody else could have played it so well.
Yeah.
And his character had a big heart and very loving character, and father, almost like a father figure for them. He was able to keep an eye on them.
Yeah, I enjoyed it very much. It's 21 years ago.
Yeah, it's an old movie. They have two other ones that came afterwards, and they're later when they come into the second and third movie, they've already grown up a lot because they were so young in this movie. Once they hit puberty and everything, they totally changed. They got like mustaches and they're really tall.
Have you seen them with that?
Yeah, I've seen all of the series. I never read the books, but I always enjoyed the series. And like I said, I'm not a Potterhead per se, but I really always enjoyed the movies, and I can watch them over and over because they're still interesting. They still hold up. And I always grew up with sci-fi, fantasy, fiction, and fiction stuff. So this movie was right up my alley when I first saw it. I always loved the alternate world that they have set aside, that for the wizards, and how the humans, the non-wizards, the muggles had no idea that, most people didn't have any idea that world existed. And then, the whole mysticism behind going to Hogwarts. And I just couldn't imagine having, as a kid, being able to go through all that. I mean, that's another good thing about the movie to me too, was that, the children, the characters aren't coddled in this movie. Yeah. They're running around with no helmets on, playing Quidditch, where you could die basically.
Yeah.
They're,
very brave.
They're surrounded by a forest of werewolves and, dark art wizards and other creatures that could hurt you. And like the mountain troll that came down and from the woods or whatever, from the mountains. I mean, and everything about the movie, like even Fluffy, and then having to play the wizard's chest, the huge, life-size version, and everything that they had to do to get to that Sorcerer Stone. It was just amazing to me that they had children doing this. I know it's a movie, but it's refreshing to see children in that light where they're like so brave and compassionate and have such a camaraderie that they're able to come together with all their abilities and shine for good, basically, and be able to take everything that they did in stride to accomplish the goal of making sure that the evil dark wizard never obtained the Sorcerer's Stone so that he could have immortality. So,
but it also shows the other side with the what's his name, Malroy?
Voldemort.
No, the young boy.
Malfoy.
Yeah, he was kind of like a bully, wanted to be, better than everybody, thought he knew everything.
Yeah.
And at the end, he felt pretty bad because thought they had won, and when he lost, he was really, really upset. So it shows the other side too, how kids can be also mean at times.
Oh yeah.
But
yeah, you're always going to deal with people like that as a kid in school, even if it's at Hogwarts.
Yep.
But yeah, later on in the other movies, they show more about Malfoy's family, and you see how he became the way he became because
of his family,
father and everything.
Yeah, that's true.
They show that later in the other movies, and you basically see he's a chip off the old block. So when they show his father,
so he's into all the movies.
Yeah.
Oh. Well, I guess they need that character, the kind of character.
Yeah, and it's like they're growing up together, and they want to show them growing up together as kids, and they go home for the end of the semester or the end of their school year, and then they return, and then they go back to they're in school, but so that's what they're doing. But that's another thing too. Imagine if our schools were that interesting. A lot of children
kids
would
love going there. They would go there to learn.
Yeah,
have all that nice stuff going on.
Yeah, and if you had those, the moving stairs and the pictures that are alive and the ghosts,
and then all the activity like the Quidditch and then the flying of the broom.
Yeah, the broomstick.
Anybody
flying.
would want to go to school for that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So,
excitement.
Once again, it's like I said earlier, it's a great movie. I enjoy this movie. I would give it definitely a recommendation to whoever is into this type of movie. And maybe even if you've never seen a movie like this, it still has a lot of interesting writing in it and great characters that would draw in somebody who maybe not even necessarily be into like a fantasy type film or witchcraft or anything like that. And it has a wholesomeness to it. It's not like a really dark film.
A lot of magic to it.
Nowadays, a lot of stuff can get pretty dark when it comes to like witchcraft and, wizardry.
But that wasn't that way here. It was good. It was magic and witchcraft, but it was done in a good way.
Yeah, they weren't evil.
Right.
But they showed what happens when that power is abused. And you see that Voldemort, was trying to attain power and immortality.
And Snape too.
No, Snape was good.
Wasn't it the guy that was trying to make him fall off the?
No, he was. Remember when they explained it, he was trying to save. Snape was the reason why Snape's mouth was moving was because he was doing a counter spell to Quirrell, the guy with the turban who had Voldemort in the back of his head.
Yeah,
he was the one that was actually putting the jinx on the broom to kill Harry Potter.
Right. He told the guy with the head and behind him, he said he was going to hurt him or something.
Yeah, because he knew that he did that. He knew that he was trying to kill Harry Potter.
I see.
So Snape was actually, the whole time, was actually trying to protect the stone. Snape is a good guy. That's what you find out at the end. The whole time you're thinking that he is bad. He's got the dark hair. He's very dramatic, and he's always looking at you kind of strange. He runs all the potions, and he talks about, I'll teach you how to take over the mind. And But it was actually Snape that was trying to help. He was, working with Dumbledore and everybody else that was there.
I took it the other way then.
No, if you pay attention in that scene where he's talking and trying to make trying to counter the broom.
Yeah.
If you look when Hermione lights his cloak on fire to distract him because she thinks he's the one doing it.
Yeah.
He's stomping it out, and you see he goes like this, and he knocks over the guy with the turban behind him, and that's the reason why he gets distracted, and that's the reason why Harry Potter was able to climb back up.
Oh, okay.
It wasn't because of her distraction to Snape.
But even the little girl thought he was bad.
They all did, up until the very end. That's why Harry Potter was like, "It can't be you. It has to be Snape. You're not the one," and blah blah blah. But he was pretending to have the stutter all this time. He didn't really stutter, and he was carrying Voldemort with him all the time. And that's the reason why anytime that Harry would kind of get around him, he would get kind of like his scar would burn because Voldemort was nearby, because Voldemort was in him whenever he was inside of that professor, because Voldemort couldn't be inside of a body
So every time he felt
I mean,
that,
he didn't have a body, so he had to use someone else's body to actually do physical things, you know?
but every time he touched his head, that means Baltimore trying to kill him.
No, he just could sense trouble. It was like a warning for him, you know? Because it was actually applied to him by Voldemort, so it had some kind of connection to Voldemort. So kind of like, you know, like a little sensor thing that he had built into his head because of that. The curse, it was a curse, basically. So
It was good. I loved it.
yeah, even if you don't know much about all this stuff, it's still a great film. And
Very.
I know there's a lot of people who are heavily into it, the novels and the movie and the merch and the video games and everything else that comes on. It's probably, you know, board games and everything else. So I would recommend this film to anybody. What about you? Would you recommend it? Even
Yes.
if you're not, you know. Yeah?
I love it. I'd watch all the other series. Yeah.
Okay.
I would.
So there you have it. Somebody who's never seen the film before. And like I said before, your previous introduction to this really would probably have been what 1967 series Bewitched was probably the closest thing that you guys had back in the day to, you know, like a mainstream witchcraft type of movie, or not even movie, but series.
But
right?
it wasn't a show. It was a series. It wasn't a movie.
Yeah. So that, you know, so it's interesting to see that even the older generation would still, you know, enjoy this movie. And so it's something that, you know, I'm sure plenty of parents, if I would have watched this with my children when they were young, they would enjoy it, and I would have enjoyed taking them to see it. So it's something that, you know, all age groups, people from all walks can enjoy.
Yeah.
So let me know in the comments what you think about the series. What do you think about this particular film? Who your favorite character is? If you have any other, you know, factoids or information about the film or about the stories, you know, something that maybe we left out, let us know in the comments, and let us know what you think about Harry Potter in general. You know, if you're a Potterhead, chime in. If you're just a first time seeing it, chime in as well. Till the next time, see ya.